Alrighty, nothing heard. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ 40 meters. Kilo Bravo 2. Uniform Kilowatt America. CQ, CQ, CQ 40. KB2, UKA, Long Island, New York. Any station, anywhere, standing by and listening.
KB2 UKA, kilowatt, 0 kilowatt Oscar Zulu.
What's up, Costa? How you doing, brother?
Hey, Doc, really nice hearing you, man. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Haven't heard you for a while.
I've been on every day. I just, almost every day. Yeah, but you're right. I remember last time we spoke, we had Art on frequency as well. No, everything's good, man. I've got the live stream going. We're live on YouTube, on Rumble, on Twitch, and on Twitter right now. We're live on 4 platforms. We'll be live on Facebook in about 20 days. I'm not allowed to go live there for 30 days. So once that ban is lifted, I'll be live on Facebook too. So we're just going to call CQ a little bit tonight, Costa, try to get some contacts. Over.
Sounds good, Doc. You're awesome, man. I'm warming up to my amp, so I should be up in a few. I'll call you back in about a couple of minutes. I really want to allow the amp to warm up, and then we'll give it a try again. But yeah, you're sounding really great, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, and this is just the 3K profile since I'm calling CQ. But yeah, we're using all the outboard gear, the Bellari preamp, Behringer EQ, Behringer gate and compressor, and then I'm going into the Ultra Curve, the DEQ 2496. I do some limiting in there, multi-band compression, and then touch-up EQ, and then into the Aphex, and then into the virtualizer for a touch of room ambience, Costa. Over.
Oh boy, you're awesome. Can you give me just a second? I really want to follow up with the amp. Just 1 second.
Yeah, no worries. And like I said, I'm live everywhere. So if you throw a dart at the wall and you land on some platform, I'm probably live there right now.
Gotcha. Let me see if I can find it. YouTube is probably the easiest for me because I know that I can find you there. The rest I'm not so much familiar with, nor like him too much, to be honest with you, simply because I just don't like him in principle. I don't know. But I'll search you up and I'll find you on YouTube. I'm pretty much sure that's possible, at least in my case. But yeah, the amp is now on. I don't know if I'm making it, how I'm making it out there to you. And give me a reading. I'll really appreciate it, Doc.
Oh yeah, you're 10 to 15 over. Very loud, booming signal. You'll hear that on YouTube. I just think we have very good conditions, you and I, right now, because when you turn the amp on, I believe you were the same signal strength. But you'll see that when you watch the video back. Over.
Sounds good. Yep, I'll take a look at that. Other than the single strength, can you give me another appraisal on the audio quality, because I've been fighting with this RF on 80 meters. I don't know if that's populating or it's creeping up on 40 as well. If you can give me some feedback on that, I really appreciate it. Back to you. Kilowatt 0, kilowatt Oscar Zulu.
You'll hear it, Costa, but it sounds like a beautiful 3 kilohertz audio profile. It's very full. There is 0 RFI on the frequency on the signal. So right here, you're sounding great. Over.
Roger, that's cool, man. I'm so happy about that. So that's obviously that's not the case with 40 meters. It makes me so happy, extremely happy. All right, I don't want to hold you up, Doc. I really appreciate your feedback, and it was nice talking to you and chatting with you as always. I'll let you do another CT and hopefully someone latches on. Thanks again, brother. Really nice signal here as well. You are plus 15 from the Lost Transmit here in Virginia. It's sounding great, more than great actually. And I'll take a look at that YouTube video to see what I can make out from it on my signal. Thanks again, Doc. Back to you for your final kilowatt, 0 kilowatt Oscar Bill.
All right, Costa, really appreciate it as always. Very excited. We got a big day tomorrow. Take the country back, hopefully, and set things on the right path. Get this inflation down, get prices down, get some of our liberties back. So very, very excited. I'm heavily involved in all that stuff, and I'll be up late tonight even helping them prepare here locally. So 73. Okay. Let's see if anyone else has a copy. This is KB2 UKA QRZ.
3 PSN.
Station, go again.
VE3 PSN.
Oh, that's Scott. What's up?
Not much, you?
You're sounding beautiful. All I heard was PSN. I didn't know who you were at the moment.
Well, that's because I had to wait for the Merc to change over in mid transmit.
All right, Roger. Well, you're sounding great. You're 10 over. Beautiful signal. I just stretched out my receive to 4K. I'm only 3K right now transmitting, but you're sounding great, Scott. Over.
Oh yeah, you're at least 15 over here today, Doug, and full body 3K.
Yeah, this 3K took me longer to set up than the 4K did. I think the less bandwidth you're working with, the harder it is. Over.
Yeah, because you're trying to balance everything out, right?
Exactly. And for me, the 3K, the difficulty with the S's. Getting the S's nice and sharp, but not wet.
Yeah, because the S comes right in the top, 2.5, 3K region.
Yep, exactly. All right, Scott, I'm doing a little rapid fire here for the live stream. So I'm going to call CQ for about 20 minutes and see what we get. Big day here tomorrow in the USA. We'll see if they'll count the actual real votes this time, because the mood here is a big change, where everyone's expecting a big change. Over.
Yeah, no doubt. And toes crossed there, my friend. Toes crossed. So have yourself a wonderful evening, and hopefully we can catch you a little bit later. VE3 PSN.
All right, 73, Scott. Take care. Pleasure as always. KB2 UKA, Long Island, New York. Standing by and listening. Look, I got a light copy, but I think I heard a Yankee Romeo Echo. Give me the whole call. I'm sorry. You're in my noise. We're going to have to try another time. I can't make it out. All right, CQ40, KB2 UKA. CQ 40 meters. Kilo Bravo 2. Hold on your radio louder. Kilowatt Bravo 2, United Kilowatt Alpha, Long Island, New York, standing by and listening.
Kilo Charlie 3 with
Kilo Charlie 3, go ahead.
Kilo Charlie 3, Papa Tango Charlie, you're just outside of Philadelphia.
All right, Tim, Roger. Name here is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, Long Island, New York. Hold on one second. I'm just trying to turn something up here. Okay, there we go. About 50 miles east of New York City, half a mile from the Long Island Sound. I got a nice copy on you, about 5'8", 5'9" tonight. How copy, over?
I got a great copy of you. You're 5'9 plus 15 in the Philadelphia area. I'm about 2 miles west of Philadelphia. Yeah, I'm familiar with Long Island, know where it's at. I'm running an Icon 7300 barefoot. My AFN wiring is up about, 25 feet. So I'll take the 5'8 under those conditions. I was hearing what you were saying about the big change. I'm right there with you, brother. I don't know if you saw the article, the Supreme Court in Pennsylvania ruled that there was in the 2020 election, and that the winner was not the winner, and they're not going to do anything further than that. Anyway, thanks for your contact.
Yeah, Tim, I did see that, and boy, you guys don't even have that hard of a decision tomorrow. and I was watching a news channel. I'm not going to say what news channel, but they were interviewing a normal person on the street. It was right after the Fetterman-Oz debate, and they said to her, so how do you think Fetterman did last night? And she was an older woman, and she said, oh, well, he seems like a very sick man. I don't think he could do the job. He's probably not the best to represent us because he can't really be our voice, but I'm voting for him anyway. and that kind of sums it up. Over.
Both sides are screwed up.
Yep,
They all
absolutely.
suck.
That's what we're dealing with. Against communism. I don't like Dr. Raj either, but he's got my vote. But he's not far off. But anybody who can support pedophilia, the corruption of morals of minors, removing parents from their exposing them to sexually explicit material, and letting transvestites and flesh and material run the country. Everybody supports that stuff. There's no way anyone can support that.
That's what he does?
Tomorrow's election day.
Damn.
KC3PTC, back over to you.
All right, Tim, Roger. There's some transvestites on frequency right now. I can hear them. They got their little pee-pees all tied up between their legs. So what happens is I'm live streaming, and when they find the frequency, they like to come and yell and scream, and their radio from 1975 that has 40 channels, it kind of does an okay job. I'll say 73 to you, Tim. Kilo Charlie 3, Papa Tango Charlie from KB2 UKA. Thanks for stopping in.
73, thanks for picking me up. KC3PTC.
All right, 73, KB2. You know what? Hold on 1 second. Let's do this. Okay, this is KB2 UKA QRZ.
N1YIV.
November 1, Yankee India Victor, QSL.
Yes, Greg, the name's Greg, and you are just booming in here into Old Orchard Beach, Maine, and the name's Greg, if I didn't say that. Over.
All right, Greg, Roger. Name here is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. I guess 40 meters is nice and short tonight. I'm on Long Island, about 50 miles east of New York City, half a mile from the Long Island Sound. You're about 15, 20 over. Over?
Very good. Yeah, you're 20 over here, booming in, and yeah, I'm in about 10 miles south of Portland, Maine. We're about a half a mile from the ocean as the crow flies. And let's see, I'm tired of the leaves falling. I think they pretty much had it, but I've had it with them. Man, oh man! In the last 2 or 3, last 3 out of 4 days, I finally started working on my stepper IRDB42, and maybe before snow flies, I might just get it on the 90-foot tower.
Oh man, that sounds like a beautiful plan. Well, I don't know what the weather is up there today. I'm assuming it's similar to here, but we pretty much touched 80. But this is going to be the last one. I think it's going to cool down starting tomorrow. All right, so if you're interested, because you have such a booming signal, Greg, I am live streaming right now on YouTube, on Rumble, on Twitch, on Twitter. So if you put my call sign KB2UKA into the search box of YouTube or any of those other platforms that I mentioned, you'll find my live stream. For your reference, we're about 14 minutes into the video. So if you want to go back later and watch it, you'll be able to hear and see your signal report. Over.
Very good, very good. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it got up to 73 or 4 here today. It was nice, and it's after today, I think it's downhill. Although it'll be downhill for a few days, and then it comes back again for a little while. But after that little while, I think it totally will be downhill, because we moved from Auburn, Maine, about 40 miles north of here, and we've been here 5 years, and I'd say 3 out of the 5 it has snowed. Probably the biggest snowstorms here in OB were in November. So look out. Back to you, Doug.
All right, Greg. Yeah, well, that would make sense with all the moisture and it can't be too cold for a lot of snow. It's got to be in that, like, right at 33, 36, somewhere in between there. And November seems like that'd be the perfect storm for you. So maybe it won't come or it's just going to come later. All right, Greg, thanks for answering me. I hope you enjoy the YouTube live stream. You sound great. November 1, Yankee India Victor from KB2 UKA 73.
Yep, thanks, Doug, and have a good evening. N1YIV.
All right, 73, God bless, and God bless America tomorrow. KB2 UKA QRZ.
Whiskey Delta 2 Papa.
Whiskey Delta 2 Papa. Mark, QSL?
QSL, we got a booming signal here in the central New York area. 5+20. Great audio, no problem, and just want to congratulate, if you're a Jets fan and defeating the Buffalo Bills, I want to congratulate you. We are not, I repeat, not a Bills fan here. We are a New York Giants fan, and we want to congratulate the Jets on defeating the Bills. Over.
Well, yeah, they kind of handed it to the Bills. I'm not a Jet fan. I'm not too much of any football fan, but if I have a gun to my head, it's going to be the Giants. But yeah, man, no one expected that. Well, Mark, you're sounding great into Long Island. I'm in Kings Park, so I'm about 50 miles east of the city on the North Shore, about a half mile from the Long Island Sound. And you're about 5 to 10 over. I wasn't paying too much attention, but I could just tell by the audio, sounding really, really good. Station here, it's an Anon 7000 DLE Mark II. I'm running a touch over a kilowatt into a 43-foot vertical with 125 ground radials. There's a legal limit tuner right at the base of the antenna, and all the audio goes through analog studio rack. Over.
Yeah, we're running the fidelity of the audio is superb, and the response is outstanding. It's the audio out of that radio. We're running a new receiver about
No snow yet, Andy. No snow.
just running 100 watts into a Wyndham antenna that's about 30 feet. And it's running under power there.
All right, Roger. Well, you're doing a great job. I really, really appreciate you answering the CQ call here, Mark. And if you're interested, I'm live streaming on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Twitter. Just throw my call sign into any of those platforms. You'll find my channels. You'll be able to hear and see your signal report. So, Mark, I'll say 73 to you. Hope you're voting for Zeldin. We live in New York. Big day tomorrow. Whiskey Delta 2 Papa, KB2 UKA 73.
Roger on Zeldin, upstate New York. That's all you see up here is Zeldin banners. You won't find anything else but Zeldin banners here in upstate New York. So 73 and have a good one. This is Whiskey Delta 2 Papa 2.
Yep, Roger. Even Long Island's flooded in them. But we just have to worry about the city as always. But you know what? Pataki did it in 94. Giuliani campaigned for the Democrat that year while he was mayor, and Pataki still won because people had had enough. And I think it's even worse this time than 94. 73, Mark, nice meeting you. This is KB2 UKA QRZ. Kilowatt Fox 4 Mike Uniform Fox QSL.
QSL, sir, QSL. This is William, and I am in Pickens, South Carolina, Roger.
QSL, William, on South Carolina. This is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, and I'm on Long Island, New York, about 50 miles east of New York City. Got a great copy on you, 5'9". How copy, over?
Yeah, 5'9".
All right, Roger William, little QS Baker there on your last transmission, so that brought you under a little bit. Really appreciate you answering the CQ call. If you want to hear yourself, I'm live streaming all over YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Twitter. Just put my call sign pretty much in Google and you'll find me right now. And you can watch the videos back later. Kilo Foxtrot 4, Mike Uniform Foxtrot from KB2 UKA 73.
73, my friend, and I did hear you say, did I come back? Let's do it.
Oh, wait, what was that at the end?
I heard you say get our country back, so let's get it.
Let's get it done. We got one opportunity, because I think if we don't take it back this time, we might not ever get it back. So 73, my friend, God bless. This is KB2 UKA QRZ. X-Ray, Georgia. Go ahead. Okay, I'm missing one letter. I've got Kilo Golf 4, question mark, X-Ray, Japan.
Yes, that's Kilo Golf 4, Delta, X-Ray, Japan.
Okay, QSL, Kilo Golf 4, Delta X-Ray Japan, George. I thought I heard Georgia. Okay, George. QSL, name here is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. I've got you 5-8 into Long Island. How copy, over?
Very good. I'm also at 4 hours
Oh, well, you're down in Florida. I think Florida's just Little Long Island. That's where I want to end up. Man, I wish I could get there now, over? Yep, Roger. Well, today, it was 80 degrees today. Not normal at all for this time of the year. But I think the cold wet, I think the high tomorrow is going to be 52. So this was the last hot one, I think. But it came out of nowhere. Absolutely came out of nowhere. All right, my friend. Well, thank you for answering the CQ call. I got you down here in the logbook. Let's see, George. We've got Kilo Golf 4, Delta X-Ray Japan from KB2 UKA 73. All right, 73, brother. KB2 UKA QRZ.
Kilo 4, Kilo Papa Delta.
Nice signal. Kilo 4, Kilo Papa Delta. Christian. Good to speak with you, Christian. This is our second contact. We spoke in September of last year on 20 meters. My name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf. I got a 5-9 copy on you. How copy, over?
Yeah, Roger, Doug. Well, you sound fantastic coming into golf out on your 5-9 clear. And you got real good sound. So whatever you got going on over there, you got it going on over there, Doug. Back to you.
Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Well, the station here is an Anon 7000. We're running about 1,000 watts with a Mercury amplifier, and that's driving a 43-foot ground-mounted vertical. But that vertical has 125 65-foot ground radials and a legal limit tuner right at the base of the antenna. And then all the audio goes through an 8-component analog studio rack. And the microphone's a Neumann 103. Over?
Yeah, Roger. Well, Doug, that's why you sound so good. So, hey, congratulations on that setup, and you're sounding great into Georgia. And, hey, I appreciate you picking up my call.
Absolutely. Well, you're sounding great into Long Island. Sorry for the delay there. I had to find the foot switch. But I found it, Christian. All right, Kilo 4, Kilo Papa Delta from KB2 UKA 73. And we're live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Rumble right now. 73.
Yeah, 73, Doug. Yeah, I'll check it out. From Georgia, K4, KB.
Beautiful signal. Take care. All right, I'm going to go for 1 or 2 more here and then call in a night. KB2 UKA QRZ. November Kilo 4. Go again.
November Kilo 4, Delta Delta. And I'm going to enjoy warm weather. We are here. Actually got to drive the motorcycle today in the which is unusual for November, but it's about to change. And back to you.
All right, I just want to make sure I got the right call. November Kilo 4 Delta Delta. Ralph. QSL? Ralph, is that correct?
That's correct, Doug.
All right.
And I want to pump you on 100 watts with a wireless twin. So I do appreciate the fact that I was able to get response back to you. And we're at that 100.
All right, Ralph. Roger. Well, I've got you about, I'd say a 4x8. 4x8. I pretty much can make it all out. You're doing a great job with that 100 watts in a wire, so keep up the good work. And God bless you and the family, and God bless the country. We got a big, big day tomorrow. There's a couple of ultra-progressive liberals on the frequency right now. They're whistling into the microphone over and over again, so I know what side they're on. November Kilo 4, Delta Delta, KB2, UKA, 73.
KB2 UKA, KB2
Alrighty, 73. This is KB2 UKA, Long Island, any station, anywhere. Last one. Go ahead. Kilo Lima, station ending in Kilo Lima. Go ahead.
Whiskey Victory, Romeo Kilo Lima. Top of the evening to you there, Doug. This is Randall down here in West Virginia.
Holy schmoly, Randall. Holy schmoly. Good to hear you, brother. You're 5859 into Long Island. How copy? Over?
I've got you 5'9" or 20 over here into West Virginia on this antenna. I just put an antenna up. It's a squirrely looking thing. I was trying to make a half square, which is not familiar. Take 4 toothpicks, lay them out, pull the bottom toothpick out. Well, I've got one vertical up in the air, 160 feet. The other one's only at 80 feet. And it's kind of a little bit of a sloper. What was left of it is the tail. And if you take that toothpick off the bottom of the square and twist it to the left, that's what I've got for an antenna. That's what I'm coming off of you there right now. Over.
Well, you just hit 5 over. Yes, I am familiar with it. So what are you getting for SWR right now?
I am getting 1.4 and I have it tuned. Now I'm going to switch antennas. I'm 1.5 on SWR, and I'm good 6 through 160 on this antenna. Nothing is a 2. Everything is under a 2. Now I'm going to switch to this is flat. The needle is just barely moving with my ground-mounted antenna out here.
Okay, so that last transmission was a different antenna.
Yeah, the last transmission. This is the ground-mounted Eagle 1 antenna.
All right, you're touching 20 over. Go back to the 4 square.
All right, right back at you. Yeah, it's 1.5. I can tune it, and it'd probably get me another dB, maybe.
They're very, very similar. I had a feeling the band changed when you switched to the ground-mounted because you shot up about 10 dB, and I didn't think it was going to be the antenna. And then when you switched back to the 4 square, it was still up there around, plus 17, 18, very close to 20. So I think it's working well, Randall.
Florida.
You copied the same thing in Florida?
That's good. Thank you for the information down in Florida, too. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know how hard it is to get a piece of water on top of a 160-foot tree when you're standing on the ground?
I'm sure it's extremely difficult. And look, I always say it. The worst part of the hobby for me is getting antennas up in the air. It's the worst part. I hate it, but it's the most important part.
It is, because without the antenna, I don't care if it's a $400 radio or a $40,000 radio, it doesn't go talk as good as your antenna is. Crossbow didn't work. 410 shotgun, cut the shot out of it, stick the air down in it, didn't work. They didn't have enough weight to do it over. So I took the insert out, took the pellets, I took it out of the 410, dropped it down in there. Now it was too heavy, and it wouldn't shoot the antenna or the arrow with the string on it that far over the tree. So I got a bigger gun and repeated the process with a 16 gauge. And well, it flew right over there just like it was meant to happen, and with plenty to spare, and it had enough weight to get it back to the ground.
Wow, that's something, man. Now, see, if I'm going to put my antennas up like that, well, if I do it tonight, I'll get arrested in New York. But if we get the right governor tomorrow, then maybe I can do it, Randall. Over?
Yeah. Oh, you got me laughing with that. Yeah, definitely up there in New York, Doug. Man, I'll tell you what, your station just sounded fantastic this evening. I mean, the quality of audio on that thing, your signal is, you're peaking 25 over here.
You know what, Randall? The whole thing got better when I went back to all the analog stuff. When I stopped doing the DAW and all that, this is all analog. I'm doing a little bit of touch-up compression inside the software of Thetis for the Anon, but very, very little. It's all the analog stuff. It's got a different sound. I didn't think it did, but it does.
Oh, there's a significant difference since the last time I heard you. Mind you, I'm going off memory, but I got in 43 years in some form of communication, the radio business. I hear people's voices and I don't forget. But anyway, fantastic. Yeah, like I said, I've got about a 1.5 here. I can live with that. I've not scrolled up. The band started at the bottom, rolled up. I heard you, and I stopped and listened to you, checking and switching back and forth antennas, and I was like, I'm going to catch Doug in here and tell him top of the evening.
Well, I really, really appreciate it. I'm going to back out of here now. I hear the kids getting restless, so I got to go wrestle them, I guess, tire them out a little bit. If you want, and I do this for audio, but you could also do this for testing an antenna, go to, you probably already know about it, go to Kiwi SDR, search that. It's better than WebSDR. You can find SDRs all over the country, and you could just do a quick, test 1, 2, 3, give you a call sign that you're doing a test, and you could check the signal strength between both antennas, and you could do it real time on the computer.
Copy that. Give me the name of that again, because I use WebSDR.
WebSDR is too fickle. And this one's much better. It's Kiwi, Kilo India Whiskey India SDR. Just search that, you'll find it.
All right. Well, thanks on that, Doug. Fantastic. Never even heard of that. Yeah. I'll definitely get that. Play with that. See what it's actually like. That'd be something fun to play with there. See what it sounds like in Germany.
Well, yeah, they're all over the world. It's not just the U.S. I haven't even tried that. But yeah, you can absolutely give that a shot. All right, Randall, really, really good to catch up with you. Hope you have a beautiful night. God bless the country tomorrow. Big, big day. And I think everything's going to turn out just great. Whiskey Victor 8, Radio Kilo Lima from KB2 UKA. I'm going to be clear on your final.
All right, Doug, man, I tell you, pleasure. Appreciate you picking me up in there. And this is Whiskey Victor 8, a real kind lad, Randall, down here in Valley of No Sun, Sugar Camp Run, Big Bend, West Virginia. And heavy threes, God bless you. God bless this country. I know I'm going to say and maybe a few extra words there this evening before I go to bed. And this country definitely needs it, definitely for tomorrow. There could be a change. WV8 RKL cleared. Thanks.
Okay, Randall. Thank you so much. Yeah, I had to take a long car ride today for work. And on the way back, I was praying for this state and the country. And, yep, I'm going to give a few more words tonight before bed. All right, if I didn't get to work you, hey, I'm on every couple of days and definitely early mornings on the weekend. So thank you all who gave me a holler here. And for all you that were waiting, there's always tomorrow. This is KB2 UKA clearing frequency.
Hello, Doug. Goodbye, Doug. VA3 KBC.
Oh, DJ. Well, you get an answer, brother.
Okay, go have fun with your kid.
All right, 73 DJ, KB2 UK clear.
Hostile.
All right, guys, that was fun. Yeah, Kiwi SDR, especially for audio. Holy schmoly. Like you could stretch out the bandwidth if you build in a 4K, a 5K, a 6K profile. You could stretch it out, and then you can just, you could go testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you can adjust your EQ and do it again and again and again till it sounds the way you want it to sound, because that's what audio is all about. It's the way you want it to sound, as long as it's intelligible. All right, guys, 73. Have a great night, and thanks for taking the ride with me.